Yroo, welcome to Talk That Talk, where we talk that talk and we walk that walk. You feel me? My name is J1K. Never switching lanes, always staying the same. I'm here once again with my man Penny Austin in the building as usual.
Man, y'all already know what the deal is. Your boy Penny Austin in the building, ready to talk that talk. You feel me? Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 39. We're almost at episode 40. Every 10 episodes feels like an accomplishment, so we almost there again. So appreciate y'all for tuning in.
And then once again, as always, the best moderator in the game. We got JD the building.
What's up? Keeping it chill, keeping it real. Thank you for tuning in, new or old guests. If you don't already know, follow us on all platforms and our Discord so you can talk to us. Go ahead and get into the episode. Always a great episode lined up. If you don't know by now, you're going to find out.
You're going to find out. You feel me?
All right, we're going over our game reactions, how we feel about, Bengals versus Chiefs, 49ers versus Eagles, and definitely who we think we're going to likely who we believe going to win that Super Bowl.
Not yet. We got a whole another week.
Yeah, like I said, we got 2 weeks to talk about that. But, we might get into it. Who knows?
Who should be chasing after Brady, 49ers or not? Is D'Amico Ryan a good fit for the Texans? Who is a good fit anyway? Did the Bengals miss their championship window? And who should be the early favorite for the Super Bowl?
I said who should win.
I mean, who's your favorite? Who do you feel?
Nah, not our favorite.
I'm not saying you specifically, in general. Who's your favorite?
I ain't saying they gonna win. Who should be favorite? I ain't giving my pick till next week.
All right, with that briefing, we'll go straight into the
we talk about
first.
The Vegas people.
On some betting all that shit. All right, bet.
First topic, how do y'all feel about the Bengals versus Chiefs games?
I'm dying.
He dying. Hello.
Yeah.
I guess let him catch his breath.
I'm about to say, I guess I'll go first. Bengals and Chiefs game. I mean, it was better than the Eagles and the 49ers.
Well, of course.
We'll get into that later. But me personally, I mean, it was kind of right with, just as I expected it to be, a tight close game. It was closer than I thought it was though. I liked what I saw from Pat Mahomes, even though he was still, you could tell his ankle was still bothering him a little bit. But I liked what I saw from him. Kansas City was loud, really fucking loud, which I expected that, seeing all the Burrowhead, comments and everything that they had to endure coming into this week.
Man, I didn't even see that mayor comment after the game.
I saw that like 2 days before the game when he posted that bitch, and I was like, oh, God.
What did he say? Because I didn't know what the mayor said.
Check this out. The mayor of Cincinnati made a post on social media. It was a little video, and he was basically saying that Joe Burrow should take a paternity test to see if he's Pat Mahomes' father.
Okay.
I was like, okay, all right, yeah.
Where did that come
from? Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, bro. Don't. Like I said in the last episode, KC has been to the AFC Championship game 5 years straight now, and not even just going, they've hosted it 5 years straight. So even though y'all beaten since Joe Burrow's been the starting quarterback, they were 3-0 against Kansas City. That still does not give you the right, in my eyes, to go out there and poke the bear like y'all just that much more dominant than them. I don't know. I just didn't. I personally don't get it. I still don't get it as to why they did that.
I think he was trying to say that he that boy daddy.
I mean, I know what he was trying to say. I don't get it. I don't understand. And it's like, you the mayor. You're not even playing football. What are you talking shit
he's
for?
a fan, obviously.
He's
a fan.
I understand you a fan,
He's
but
one of them fans.
It's different. It's different from when somebody on social media just says some shit just to say some shit because they're a fan of a team.
Well, yeah, that's what he was thinking, but he forget he's the mayor.
Exactly. You're the mayor of Cincinnati. I don't know. I don't get that shit. What you thought people just wasn't gonna respond to that? People were just gonna lay that. They were just gonna lay down and be like, oh, okay, well, I guess that is
Well,
bro,
if they would have won, the way it would have worked out
if they would have won,
hey, this is the coolest man ever in there talking shit.
If they would have won, if they would have won, he would have had a victory lap like a motherfucker.
On me, he would have had a victory lap.
His daddy all crazy. Yep, he would have definitely.
But at the same time,
meme and everything.
At the same time, me personally, that's not Kansas City ain't one of them teams that you could just shit talk and think shit finna be sweet. Like I know you seen
They
Travis.
fucked around and found out.
Exactly. I know
I
you
said-
seen Travis Kelce after the game. Burrow hit my ass. You know what I'm saying? And he had a couple choice words for the mayor specifically. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth, you jabroni. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not like and then on top of that, Joe Burrow, he had an okay game. He threw 2 picks though. One of them iced it, and that Kansas City's defense came to play. They really did. A lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, well, the refs won them the game and shit like that." I'm not blaming. I hate it when fans blame their team losing on one specific play. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was talking about, okay, you got a hold by Orlando Brown on the last play of the game. What about the other 59 minutes of the game? Like, we're just not going to talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have 60 football minutes to go out there and win a game. You get, like, it really should have been worse than it was in my eyes, because Kansas City, they was tripping over themselves at one point. You know what I'm saying? They went up, I think it was like 17-3 or something like that. Yeah. They go up at least two possessions. We're not gonna talk about that. How Kansas City came out cold as hell. I mean, not Kansas City. How Cincinnati came out cold as hell. We're not gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't sit here and blame the last play. You know what I'm saying? On the last series of the game, a holding call, or the fact that bro pushed Pat Mahomes out of bounds. Yes, that's a call, bro. They're gonna call. That was clearly a flag. That was clearly a flag. They're gonna call that. Like, I don't see what you're crying for. It's like, I don't know, bro. And then I seen on top of that, a lot of Bengals fans. They're like, well, if your team didn't make it this far, I don't know why you talking. Shut the fuck up, because everybody has their own home right to their opinion, and you just salty because your team lost at the end of the day. Like, the Ravens have been in that position too, where 2012, Lee Evans dropped the pass, Billy Cundiff missed a 28-yard field goal kick. I cried that day. Did I blame us losing on that specific thing? No, I sat there and was like, damn, we really lost that game. We had a whole 60 minutes to really whoop up on the Patriots, and we didn't. We couldn't cash in. Yeah. All right, on the next year. I feel like that should be, you know what I'm saying, people's mentalities, but everybody want to bitch and cry and complain about shit nowadays. So, I mean, that's how I feel about it. But all in all, I mean, hey, KC going to the Super Bowl, man. I mean, it's kind of what I expected out of this. You can't poke the bear and expect them not to bite back, especially at home.
Nah, you can't blame it on one play specifically anyways. That is, in a 60-minute game, they had ample opportunities to win that game. They got the ball twice in the final couple possessions to go ahead and take that lead while it was still tied. And they didn't go down and score. So exactly. If Burrow was that guy, like y'all say he was, he would have went down there and scored like Pat Mahomes did. At least put a field goal up. He got the ball twice. So he gave the ball back to Pat Mahomes with over 30 seconds left to play. So you can't blame the defense or a holding call on the defense that didn't get called or anything like that, because y'all had a chance to go down there and score yourselves. Turning the ball over twice was horrible. Mm-hmm. Neither team was able really to run the ball, which was kind of surprising, because I thought Kansas City would be a little bit more successful running the ball that week, with Pat Mahomes being as limited as he was, being in mobility-wise. Other than that, he was just out there balling, Don't matter who the receivers was. He lost his top 3 receivers. That didn't get mentioned. Dominated, I sure didn't mention that. And he still went out there and dominated. And that just showed that now we can stop any type of conversations between anybody and Pat Mahomes for a little minute. Other than Lamar Jackson, but I'm talking about that in the postseason. I mean, the offseason, because Lamar been doing what Pat Mahomes been doing this whole time
with less,
like this whole time. So I don't talk to me about that. But so if you see that game, it gave me a little more confidence, because for Kansas City going into the Super Bowl, because I believe Pat Mahomes gonna be that dog and he showed that he that thing. He answered any questions y'all had about him. So if that defense and those young cornerbacks can keep showing up the way that they showed up, I believe they can have some fun come Super Bowl time. But that was my takeaways from that game is Buffalo pass rush. Y'all need to address it because y'all didn't get to Joe Burrow nearly enough.
Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo, because that was the difference between the Buffalo game and this game right here.
Okay, I was just making sure you wouldn't.
Yeah, that was the difference between the Buffalo game and this game right here. Kansas City hit Joe Burrow 12 times, got 5 sacks. And so they were able, like I said before the game, they were able to take advantage of the fact that they had those 3 injuries across the offensive line. So if Buffalo was able to do that, then they might have been in this position, but they didn't. So, look at it now. So shout out to Kansas City and that defense, man, because they defense showed up. They got to get love, too.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get love, too. They showed up and shut down Joe Burrow now.
Defense.
No, for sure.
The next game.
All right, next game, 49ers versus the Eagles. That was one hell of a blowout.
I mean, that game right there was pretty much over. It was pretty much over at halftime.
It was before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, really before halftime, but like when they scored, like right there when he fumbled,
yeah,
and they
Josh
scored
Johnson
right
fumbled.
there. Yeah, they scored right there and made it 21-7 before halftime. Yeah, it was pretty much like, I don't think they can come back from a double-digit win. I don't know.
It was 21-7 by half.
Because it's kind of hard because you want to be like, damn, like Philly just got it like that. It got like real easy. But at the same time, bro, like they had to knock them niggas out the game.
I wouldn't say they had to.
I mean, no, it's not. Well, I mean, they ain't have to. I mean, but like
it's fortunate for them that happened.
But
yes.
it's like, that's kind of your job though. Like,
yeah.
So it's like we can't say that they got lucky. They kind of did what they did, even though the people gonna be like, oh, well, they ain't get to play well. Shit, your quarterback should have been tough enough to take the hits, or your coach, Kyle Shanahan, offensive genius, should not be blocking somebody who has 17 and a half sacks with a fucking backup tight end. That should be called into question. I don't know. I honestly don't know what type of play call. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking either.
See, and the thing with 49ers fans, it's finna be a whole bunch of shoulda, coulda, woulda talk because Brock Purdy didn't play. And it's like, me personally, I feel like the game was gonna go, I'm not gonna say the exact same way, but Eagles was gonna get the dub regardless. I didn't see.
It robbed us to see if they was gonna play to their full potential on offense.
That got robbed from us
because they didn't even really try after that. To be honest,
you could tell. And by the end of the game, frustration started mounting. So that's why this shit started getting chippy. And then you got Trent Williams slinging niggas down on the ground and shit. Like, I don't know. It was just.
I just think that, but they were able to show. I don't know, man. If it was a big showing for them to go in there and be as physical as they were though against that San Francisco defense. Because,
for sure.
They come in second in the league against the rush. So for them to be able to establish a run game the way that they were, they had 4 rushing touchdowns. Yeah. I think that's going to be big and towards the confidence that helps them in the Super Bowl. That was something a big takeaway from that game.
Sure.
But I don't know. I couldn't really tell. It doesn't seem like Jalen Hurts is even 80-85% healthy at this point.
I mean, who is going to be 100% healthy? Niggas been playing football for like 19 weeks now, straight.
That shoulder look like it's a little.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody's going to be 100% healthy. If anybody says that coming into the Super Bowl, they're lying. I promise you. 19, 20 weeks of playing straight football with what? Both of them had 2 bye weeks if you want to count the postseason. They, you know what I'm saying, if they first round buys.
Yeah, they did.
Get you 75-80% ready at max.
I mean, at max, that's what. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be all heart, and that's what the Eagles showed. You know what I'm saying? Even though, because we talking about Brock Purdy hurt. I mean, it's not like the Eagles don't have they hurt players too. I mean, Lane Johnson is playing with a torn groin.
I know, but a torn elbow and a torn groin for a quarterback is kind of like.
I mean, I know you can't. Obviously, I'm not trying to
throw the ball.
I mean, I'm not trying to like just compare them to.
Still,
but what I'm saying is, there's players on the Eagles that's hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are we really talking about if we talking about injury talk? Like, that's part of the game. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna be bruised up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be nicked up. It's gonna happen. You just gotta play through it. And I mean,
at the end of the day, they still put up 30 on that defense.
exactly. They still put up 31.
They still put up 30.
Cause I told 40 before the game, cause me and 40 was watching the game together. I said, if the Eagles put up more than 17, then San Fran's gonna be in trouble, regardless if it's Brock
regardless
Purdy or
of the I believe that. I believe that statement would have been true. Yeah.
And they put up 31. So, hey, it is what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get into all the shoulda, coulda, woulda talk with Brock Purdy and what if he would have played. And no, I'm not getting into all that.
Even though it took away, the fun of the game,
it did. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I can really say about it is that the fact that it took that away.
Quarterback.
Yep. I mean, both of them. I mean, both the available quarterbacks got hurt.
Protect your quarterback.
So, and it's not like it was, malicious
dirty
intent.
Plays.
Yeah, it wasn't like no malicious intent.
Nope.
Both of them came the exact same way, and then you know what I'm saying. Pause.
Out of control.
Let me pause. But both of them attacked the quarterback the same way. You know what I'm saying? Swiping at the ball, trying to, get that arm down. It just so happened one of them fucked his elbow up. The other one banged his head on the turf.
Bad timing.
So, hey, that's like I said though, it's part of the game. Shit like that is gonna happen.
They did what they were supposed to do. Defense, y'all did y'all job.
They did their jobs, man.
I did y'all job. Offensive line,
And
protect
that
your
game,
quarterback.
7:31. Definitely. Go ahead to the next topic.
Aaron Rodgers fucking up over there. Brock Purdy to Green Bay, man.
All right.
Is D'Amico Ryan a good fit for the Texans?
Hell yes.
You sure?
Yeah, I
Anybody
believe so.
really a good fit? Because
if
the inmates will never run the asylum.
If we look at this as a football aspect, somebody who can come in because that can come in and stabilize what they got going on as an organization. I believe D'Amico Ryans is a hell of a coach.
Yes, but they wouldn't. They probably wouldn't give him the chance to.
I think he's very, very smart, and I don't believe that he's going to take the job without having a chance to. To be honest with you, because he has too many options. You feel me? So I believe him coming in there, establishing that defense the way that he established the defense in San Francisco. Over the last 2 years, they've been the top 5 defense. This year, they was number 1. You feel me? Number 2 against the rush. You feel me? So it's like, if he comes in and establishes that culture that he was able to keep, that he was able to grow once he came to Houston, because once he came to Houston, shit flipped around and the niggas started winning. They started winning games and shit. So if he can come bring that same mentality that he brought when he got drafted and won Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2006 out of Alabama, and then, it's rumored that, J.J. Watt won't be on the staff with him. So you get in a good staff. You get you a good offensive coordinator. Draft you a quarterback. You're going to get you some time because, they are hungry. You're going to get you some time. You're going to get you some time with the ownership. They're going to give you a little leeway because, you're a hometown kid, really, honestly, because they drafted you. So you get you a little rookie. Y'all get y'all some weapons in there. And I believe that they can turn things around in that winnable division real quickly if they hired D'Amico Ryans. If I'm the Houston Texans, I hired D'Amico Ryans today.
I think from a football aspect, yes, he would fit, to the points you were saying. He would be able to come in here, bring a different type of culture, something that he established when he was playing, bring that right back and, be a dominant coach in this league. But I just can't. Just something in me will not allow myself to just really believe that he'll be the Texans head coach, man. I don't think. If you're asking me, is he a good fit? Yes. If you're asking me, is it going to happen? I'm going to say no.
I mean, he just did his second interview today.
He did do his second interview today. But I'm not going to believe it till I see it. Because I know, the owner himself, Cal McNair, he's doing the interviews and everything like that. But
who the hell else they gonna hire?
He not the only person they interviewing.
Shit.
It's not like I just
about
know.
Nobody else.
But we ain't. Hey, you never know. You never know.
I smack the shit out their ass.
They fuck around, go get Sean Payton or some shit. They actually show interest in Sean Payton while I'm playing.
Sean Payton either going to Arizona.
We don't know.
Denver.
We don't know.
Sean Payton
So
coming his ass to Houston.
it's out there. It's a possibility.
Sean
D'Amico
Payton
Ryans
coming to
doesn't sign with. I mean, you know what I'm saying, doesn't come to coach the Texans.
He don't come
And
to coach
just
the
because
Texans.
and just
Boycott.
because J.J. Watt is one to be, you know, on his coaching staff does not automatically mean that they're going to be both coaching the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
He could just be on his staff somewhere else, Arizona or some shit. I don't know.
He
You know what I'm
going to the
saying?
Texans. Book it.
All right, you can book it. I was talking about BCB going to
right,
Green
next
Bay.
He talking about Brock Purdy.
Yeah, we're going off topic
But
again,
all I'm saying is
Mm-hmm.
the McNair family, we already know what they is. And I don't believe that he's gonna let the inmate run the asylum in their terms. I just don't believe it, bro. So do with that what you will.
All right. So, did the Bengals miss their championship window?
No.
No.
I don't.
Oh,
Damn,
see?
boy, hey, there's some donuts right there on that counter.
I'm
boy. Go
gonna
ahead.
eat after the
Go
cast. bro. I'm
ahead,
not about
and
to
get you
sit here.
some, man. That's the second time we done heard this nigga stomach growl on camera in my ear.
That's what he
like a
did.
motherfucker.
It is funny because the mic like right there
Yeah.
by his stomach.
Is that a third time? Or you
No,
just
that was
moving
me
it?
moving
I was
it.
about to say, damn, boy. But no, I don't think they missed their window of opportunity to get a championship. Do I think is brought down substantially? Yeah, because I feel like when it comes to them seeing the Chiefs now, they lit a fire that they're not gonna be able to put out.
Mm-hmm.
And in the AFC, it's been the Kansas City Chiefs, the KC Open for the past 5 years straight. I don't see that slowing down anytime soon as long as Pat, Travis Kelce, and Andy Reid is there. You know what I'm saying? They lock and reload. I mean, they don't rebuild. They reloaded. They showed that this year with losing T. Hill and people talking about. I remember Bart Scott was saying they're not even going to make the playoffs. People was thinking the Broncos
Hey,
was going to win the
don't
division.
mention Bart Scott on this show ever.
I'm just saying. People giving takes like that. People saying that the Broncos was gonna win division and everything like that. Like Kansas City just fell off a cliff. They didn't. They didn't rebuild. They reloaded. And with the talent that Pat got around him now, it really seems like even though T. Hill was such a great weapon, now that he has more. I mean, they're not T. Hill, but he has more weapons to use. Is, you know what I'm saying, and the talent disparity between them, you know what I'm saying, like you got to envy as somebody that can, just like he did this past Sunday, get downfield, be a big target. You got the Travis Kelce, you got the small fast guys like Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore and stuff like that. You got Pacheco in the backfield who's running hard every single time he get the ball, whether he get 2 yards or 20, you know. And as long as that defense is staying, you know what I'm saying, where it's at, and they keep playing inspired football, it's going to continue to be the Kansas City Open. And like I was saying at the beginning of my point, the Bengals done lit a fire that they're not going to be able to put out with them. So if somehow somebody beats KC and then the AFC Championship game, the Bengals see, like, I don't know, let's say like the Bills or some shit like that, then, I mean, yeah, I could see them catching it. I could see them, you know what I'm saying, possibly going back to the bowl. But I just, mathematically speaking, I'm not taking that shit to Vegas. I'm not betting on that. I'm not saying, oh yeah, like that shit's just wide open for them to win. No, that shit dead.
They Super Bowl window is over. It's a wrap.
Oh, you saying it's over?
Yeah, it's a wrap. They had their chance. You take advantage of Joe Burrow while Joe Burrow was on their rookie contract.
And Jamar Chase.
And all of them, and T. Higgins, everybody. Yeah, now they got too many people that they're about to have to pay over these next coming years, and have had a frugal owner for the entire existence. So I don't believe that they're going to be able to
not changing his mind.
Keep everybody together. So, especially because it hasn't produced the championship as it is. So it's going to be like, yeah, you know.
We got close.
We got close, but
We'll blow it up now.
It was gonna be worth it, paying everybody all this money. So I believe that they missed that chance. They should have took advantage of it when they had it, especially last year. This year they could have got it. Like I said, they had the ball twice to take the lead, and they didn't do it. This was their chance to go ahead and do that. And now you got Joe Burrow and all them. You might lose T. Higgins this offseason. If you don't lose T. Higgins, you'll eventually lose Tyler Boyd or Joe Mixon. Somebody. And your offensive line, even though you spent so much money this offseason, still let you down in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So they really didn't fix that. So it's like, what can they do?
So Joe Burrow's the next Boomer Esiason?
Yeah, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Got a championship his second year, put up all the stats, don't never go back.
But he ain't get no championship.
Exactly.
You just said he won. He
went to the championship his second
went.
year. Yeah.
I thought you said he won. I was about to say, hold
went
on.
to the championship his second year, no.
Okay, so he Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Damn. I got to be in a division with Dan Marino? Damn, that's tough.
All right.
Nigga said that shit gone.
All right. So next, who should be the early favorites for the Super Bowl? Who do y'all?
Super Bowl.
Eagles.
Eagles.
You think the Eagles should be the favorite? Why do you say that?
Looking at it at a bunch of positions, they are like
Well, yeah.
they have better people.
I say it's gonna be more of a. It's gonna be more on the Eagles defense though than the offense, because we seen how the Bengals defense was they was getting to Pat Mahomes a couple times.
A couple times, yeah. They was able to get back there
They
a
was
little
able
bit.
to get back there a little bit, but the Eagles defense, I want to say had like 75 sacks.
78 now.
Well, I was talking about in the regular season.
It was 70 in the regular season.
70, my bad.
78 with the postseason.
Yeah, 78 with the postseason. And I mean that's like historic. That's a historic number in itself. So, and then on top of that, you combine the back end with Darius Slay and Bradbury, and those guys back there. That defense is gonna be a lot tougher than playing Cincinnati. Because I was making a point, once again, I was talking before. I'm like, when you look at Cincinnati's defense, there's no like world beater at any one position that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
They come together good as a unit, yes, but it's not like they have all pro player on defense. I mean, their best defensive end is who? Sam Hubbard.
Nah, Trey Hendrickson.
I mean, you can go back and forth between them two, honestly. Playing right as of right now is looking like Sam Hubbard because bro, he's been having them big plays or whatever. I mean, at linebacker position, can you name me a Bengals linebacker?
I don't know.
Exactly. And their best DB is Von Bell, who's he's starting to get up there in age. Eli Apple gets cooked every time he talks shit. I just don't see them. I just don't. And then as far as the Cincinnati's defense, I don't really see them slowing down, Philly's run game like
You
that.
mean Kansas City?
I mean, yeah.
Cincinnati. That's how I was throwing up. Like,
yeah. Kansas City. I don't see Kansas City being able to stop, Philly's run game like that because they've proven it time and time again that they can run the ball and they can pass the ball. They can win however they need to. So I think it's going to be a really, really tough task for them to slow that down. And Philly's defense is just going to be a Philly's defense.
So that's what you're going to be picking once you give our picks. Y'all be careful. Now, I don't know, man. Like,
I think the spread would be like.
I think the spread the spread will be
3.5.
Like once it get there, closer towards the game, that it will favor the Eagles because
Philly about 3.5.
Yeah, Philly has a all around great team. Even though it's very, very hard to say that you're gonna want to bet against Patrick Mahomes, even in Vegas. But with that team that Philly's bringing, if the way that they 16-1 all year with Jalen Hurts as the starter. So it's like, they just been the dominant team. So it's gonna be hard to want to say that they would have somebody be favored against them in a neutral site. If it was on the road, then we could talk a little differently. If it was in Kansas City, in Arrowhead, but it's not gonna be in Arrowhead. It's gonna be in motherfucking Arizona, in motherfucking Phoenix.
Sorry, Martin, I just didn't want to go to Arizona.
You feel me? So I believe Philly will be the early favorites because of the all-around team that they have, and that's what I believe Vegas is gonna look at. So I don't know, but It's gonna be a good game. So the spread shouldn't be that big. You say 4, 3.5.
I said 3.5.
I say it's gonna probably be about 2 Philly. Yeah, give them 2.
2.5.
2. Yeah, 2 for Philly.
Okay. I say 3.5.
Yeah, 2 for Philly.
Over under.
Over under.
Yeah, it's gonna definitely be a great game.
Oh yeah.
That's
For
what
sure.
we're gonna do.
For
Hey,
sure.
we're gonna start doing that next year.
What?
Guessing the over unders.
All right. That was the last.
Last football game of the year, man.
Last
Kind
game
of sad.
the year, we gonna
It ain't sad, nigga. We lit. Nah, it's sad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I think about it, I'll be like, God.
Yeah, I was thinking about that on Sunday. I'm like, damn, it's only 3 football games left.
Man, we still got basketball.
I know,
It ain't the same.
It ain't the same, no.
What y'all
It's
want
not
to
the
see?
same.
I know.
I know it ain't the
It
same.
ain't the same, bro.
Fuck.
I
But
know.
thank y'all, man, for tuning in to another great episode of Talk
Good
That
shit
Talk.
show.
It's episode 39. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, follow us on all social media, man. Appreciate y'all for being great fans and supporting us, especially the people from out overseas, because I don't know how to
Yeah, the
y'all.
niggas in Belgium. Hey, shout out, man.
Shout out to
I don't know
Belgium.
how y'all found us, but appreciate y'all for tuning in and being number 1 on our download and support list, because
Nah,
that's
for real.
major. Fuck with y'all, man. Appreciate it.
We outie.
Serving that got packs on me. My flex so smooth, so casually. That moolah, it just add for me. I'm chillin', smoking hella weed. Why she count up that cash for me? Introduction to your addy, bitch. Money is the topic, that's what they discussion about. Stacks inside the